The state actually has let me start again. Okay. Oh, okay, I got it. Ask me the question again. Let me back up. I kind of drifted. I feel weird kayaking in like 8 inches of water. Just stick my hand out and push myself around. Okay. My name is Roberta Cronquist, and I'm a senior water resources engineer in the Burnsville office. And I take my coffee black, decaf, and always in a travel mug because I spill all the time. The vegetation along shorelines really is a key component in a healthy ecosystem in our lakes and streams and rivers. By restoring the shoreline, we can bring back vegetation that maybe was damaged due to erosion, and that can be from natural causes or from human interactions. But by bringing all of that back and restoring the shoreline, we're really just improving the health of not just that water body, but all the water bodies within that watershed.
Look at your face afterwards, like.
Really, the first step is trying to figure out what's causing the problem. And then once we get a sense of what's causing it, we can look for sources of pollutants, we can look for sources of excess runoff, and try to deal with those on more of a watershed level. But then at the shoreline level, a lot of it turns into revegetation programs, establishing native vegetation back into the landscape. In a lot of areas, vegetation's been removed because it was considered a nuisance, but we realize now that it's really an important part of a healthy living shoreline in our lakes. We're seeing more and more that people are recognizing the benefit and the abilities of vegetation to really heal some of those, some of the damage that's been done along lake shores and along shorelines. So historically, people would just come in and grade it out, put in a bunch of sand, put in a bunch of rock, try to just armor it. But that really left a gap in the biodiversity of that stream or lake or shoreline. So now by incorporating native vegetation into the restoration process, we can soften the look of some of those areas where we still need to do hard armoring, or we can take advantage of the resources we have with vegetation and really improve not just the erosion issue, but also the biodiversity. We can encourage new fish habitats, we can encourage the return of wildlife to the shoreline. So it's really, it creates a much broader benefit than just solving one problem alone. Okay, hang on, I'm drifting. Drifting behind a wave. Absolutely, there is funding available. They're looking for projects that are restoring natural habitats, that are encouraging fish habitat areas, that are improving biodiversity, that are improving water quality. And so those are all components of shoreline restoration. And so those grants are really keyed to projects that occur along our shorelines. I think that it's really encouraging that people are starting to see the benefits of having natural vegetation along our shoreline. You know, it used to be considered a nuisance when you had your shoreline in front of your cabin or your park and you wanted it to be clear and clean, but now people are realizing that we were kind of creating a hole in the ecosystem right there. And so now, you know, bringing that back is really an important part of the overall health of our lakes and streams, our watersheds as a whole. And so I would say that if you love your lake, you should restore your shore. Thanks for watching, everybody.